Hey guys, just wanted to shoot a video of my plants for you. If you're, worried about growing and you don't really know what to do, don't worry. I've only been at this for a couple of years now. I love doing it. It's a hobby of mine. Just keep on growing, keep practicing. Practice makes perfect. Don't give up. They're so hardy. Find out the zone you're in and, just go from there. The zoning is the most important thing, guys. Find out what zone you're in and you'll be just fine. You can grow anything. Now, these are some of my plants. Some of them I got them all bunched up for you just because it's a lot easier to shoot. The camera's not moving around so much. It's a lot easier to shoot for me if I can just have them all together for you. These are some of my succulents that are, some of them are recovering. I beheaded a few. Kalanchoe and Echeveria. That's a flower from a black prince that kind of fell apart on me. It's just the humidity. I want to give you a tip on watering in humidity. I wouldn't water your plants. I would back off quite a bit when you're watering succulents in the summer and it's really humid in your climate and zoning area, just because the soil tends to stay moist for a long time. And what happens is, any moisture in that soil, these plants are going to suck up, and you don't want them rotting out on you. These are so drought tolerant, these succulents. Those are just some lavender and a miscellaneous flower I have there. Lots of propagated succulent leaves. You can see all the little babies. Love these guys. They propagate like crazy. Here's some more growing roots on them. So these guys all stay in my lanai and they do really, really well. That's a coleus with some sage. I just planted those from seedlings. I can make a video for you guys if you would like to see that. Some jades I cut off and I'm propagating with some little black knight leaves. Let me see. Kalanchoe, jade. It's a jelly plant. And these basil, and there's a sage in there and oregano. I started all those from seed. And what I do, when your plants are lacking nutrients, and, even if you're giving your plant on a nutrient regimen and you have them going with nutrients, sometimes what can happen is they lack magnesium, which magnesium is very easy to fix. All you have to do is buy it from the store. It comes in a little pouch. It's called Epsom salt. It's another name for it. And you can just put a 1/4 teaspoon of that in a 24-ounce spray bottle and mist your plants. Now, these are air plants, so I wouldn't mist them with magnesium. They really don't do good other than, with just water and a diluted all-purpose fertilizer. They get quite a bit of moisture here, so I just give them a good soaking every week for about a half an hour or so, and they do really well, and they're growing babies. You can see the little baby growing. That one bloomed for me a couple years ago, and she just pushed out this little guy, and now she's pushing out another baby. So they're really fun to have. They don't require any soil. You can grow them in absolutely anything you want. They grow in crotches of trees, so, they can hook onto anything. You can either keep the roots on or keep the roots off. They really don't require the roots. They're more for hanging on to things. That's another basil that I grew from seed. I just hit these with some magnesium. As you can see, they got really green and vibrant. Now, I did the magnesium about, I want to say 4 days ago. So it takes, when you do the magnesium with the 1/4 teaspoon in your spray bottle, I would wait about 4 days for a response from the plant. Sometimes it can take up to 4 days for your plant to respond to the magnesium you're putting in there, the Epsom salt. And that just helps to give them extra nutrients that they're lacking from what you're already giving them. Now, at this stage, that big, if you're growing from seedling any herb, you should be giving them nutrients at this stage, a diluted nutrient all-purpose fertilizer is fine. Bonnie Nutrients, Miracle Grow Nutrients, anything you can find at a Lowe's or Home Depot. Now my coleus, this one I don't fertilize, so you can see he's starting to turn a little yellow. I'll hit that one with some magnesium and it'll turn green again. I have some tomatoes that I'm growing. Those are some pineapple. They're growing nice big babies on them. I got 2 babies. I already had gotten a pineapple from the middle, which is the mom, so she pushed out 2 more babies this last year. So hopefully I get some more pineapples out of her. That'll be really cool. And now this is just some coleus that I'm growing. This stuff grows like crazy. I grew this coleus from seed. They're only a couple months old. You can prune them to pinch them is another word, to encourage side branching. You can tell that I trim these tops. I pinched the top off, which just means, you know, take this top guy, get in there and pinch right off at this, and you'll get 2 new shoots growing out. You can already see that 2 new shoots are growing out of here. And I'll do a video on that if you guys would like to see that as well. I also want to do a video about fertilizing my tomato plants. Those are my rain buckets. If you can collect your rain, that is better for your plants. I collect all the rainwater I can in my buckets. You know, make sure it's nice and clean. You don't want to be putting, you know, dirty, unfiltered water through your plants. They love the rainwater. They respond a lot better to it. You know, this is my tomato. You can see this one's got about 3 branches growing off of it. I apologize, the sun's not really cooperating. It's got some nice branches. It's really flowering for me quite a bit. Yeah, that's a wandering Jew, I believe. That just propagates and, you know, keeps on growing. That is such a hardy plant. Not too much water. It likes the drier side. Just a nice moist soil, not sopping wet. Other than that, guys, just experiment, propagate your plants. I'll do some more videos on how you can propagate a plant like this and take some of the cuttings out of here. You can either root them in some water or, you know, some soil. Either way would be fine. This is a Hawaiian plant that I have. And that's an orchid. My aunt gave that one to me. I need to repot her. She's really outgrowing her pot. She's doing so well. Look at that nice new branch coming out. So healthy. Now I do give her a little bit of magnesium spray. When I spray, just a little bit. Just mist her just a little bit, guys. Don't, if you have orchids, don't overdo them. They really don't need too much fertilizer. They like a nice bark, you know, orchid bark to be planted in. Nice drainage and everything. You want to spray them. They're kind of like an air plant like these. So you really want to mist them and, you know, just treat your plants kind. Give them nutrients. Any problem with bugs, please look at my video on neem oil. Neem oil is awesome for your plants. It is absolutely great. I love it. Even my succulents, you can see this one's recovering. She's not doing so well. That's what she should look like. But yeah, they got a little sunburned, you can see. So I took them out of the sun. They really couldn't handle it too much. Jades I'm propagating. So yeah, that's my garden. Oh yeah, I can't forget my bear paw. Now my bear paw, they have no roots. These two have no roots. And this has a little bit of roots. What started happening was I developed some root rot on the bottom of these guys just because I have so much humidity in the air and I'm still getting used to my succulents. I've had them for about 6 months now. They were just babies that I had saved from Lowe's. Getting into succulents, you know, and trying to save succulents to begin with when you're just getting started is very hard, but they've done pretty well. That's a San Pedro cactus, which was given to me by a friend that I work for. Very nice. Those are some babies. Some jades, kalanchoe. I think that's a flapjack, I want to say. A type of kalanchoe flapjack. So yeah, just have fun, guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope I inspired you to keep on planting and to try new things. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And as always, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.